Hey everyone, me Kevin here. Welcome. Okay, we have CPI data coming out in the next 2 minutes. It is scheduled for release at 5:30 in the morning. It is pretty early. I expect that the data release was embargoed for companies like CNBC again, so I've got CNBC up as well. What that usually means is basically they lock a bunch of people in a room like reporters, and they're like, here's the release, you can't tell anyone about it, you can't do anything about it. And then right at 8:30 they're like, okay, now you can tell the world about it. And usually they can report on it pretty instantly. We will try to get it from the Bureau of the department that puts it together. Yeah, we'll see what happens first, whether we get the document first or they get it first. But anyway, it'll be coming out within the next 90 seconds, and I take a guess. I want you to guess what you think it's going to be. The big number we're looking for is that month-over-month data. At least that's what I'm going to be looking for, is that month-over-month data, and that's going to give us an idea of how much inflation we had between February and March. Well, how much inflation in March. So what's the change between February and March? From January to Feb, we had 0.4%. And we're hoping for something lower than that would be really good. Obviously, something really, really crazy like what we saw with the PPI, that would not be so good, which was 1% is what we saw with the PPI. So this is where you find it, Bureau of Labor Statistics. See, here's the news CPI release, the last one, which came out on March 10th. So we'll be standing by. This usually comes out pretty timely. So we'll see. Kind of nervous. Wow, some of you think it's going to be over 1% of a change. Yikes. All right, we'll see. Okay, let's see. It is time. So sometimes it takes another 30 seconds or so for them to update, but we are at data release time. All right, it's lucky number 13. So we'll see. 0.6. Here we go. There it is. 0.6. Wow. Okay. That's actually not as bad as expected. That's whoo. Not as bad as it could have been, rather. I was hoping for like a 0.5. 0.6 is what it is. 0.6 increase in March. The March 1 month increase was the largest rise since a 0.6% increase in 2012. Over the last 12 months, the all items index increase was 2.6%. Oh man, I was leaning towards 2.4 to 2.5%. So it came in at 2.6% year over year inflation, and we've got a 0.6% over the last. Or month to month. The gasoline index continued to increase, rising 9.1% in March. Hold on, let's see. Are they talking about it yet? No, they're not talking about it yet. I'm surprised. And accounting for nearly half of the seasonally adjusted increase in all items. Wow. So gas led to that. The natural gas index also rose, contributing to a 5% increase in the energy index over the month. Food index rose only 0.1%. That's it, really. What about core? So if you take out food and energy, you get what's known as core inflation. Only went up 0.3%. Wow. Let's listen in here.
The best since, March of 2020 when it was up 2.1. So these numbers are definitely warmer than expected, but still we aren't really getting to those year-over-year comps that many are even more nervous about, because 1 year ago, of course, we're starting to comp to levels that were a bit on the squeamish side with regard to prices, and we all know they rebounded.
We're still not in the hole, in other words. What he's saying is it's really the next 2 months where we're going to get those year-over-year data that come in at like 3% inflation. Let's keep reading the report really quick, and we'll go back there. All items, the all items index rose 2.6% for 12 months ending March, a much larger increase than the 1.7% reported for the period ending in Feb. The the index for all items less food and energy rose 1.6% over the last 12 months, after increasing 1.3% over the last 12-month period ending last month. Wow. Okay, I'm going to keep looking at this. Let's listen here for a sec.
Interesting developments here. Not exactly what I expected, Melissa. Food prices are up 3.5% year over year, but the month-on-month moderated to 0.1%. Food away from home also, which I thought restaurant prices with the comeback of restaurants would be accelerating a little bit. Again, 3.3 year over year, but just 0.1 on the month. Energy prices did accelerate a lot, up 5%.
Yeah, he's right. Take a look at this here. I could show you exactly what he's referring to here. So this is where it shows you specifically the items. So he's talking about food only went up. Oops, that's not the highlighter. Here we go. There we go. Food only went up 0.1% in March, year over year 3.5%, but only 0.1% in March. Food at home and away from home 0.1%, same thing. The big increase here really came from energy. Look at that, gas. Oil 3.2%. I mean, the annualized rates here. Look at these annualized rates of energy increases. 22%, 22.5%, 20.2%. Huge increases in energy year over year. And big month over month increases as well, which could be because of the weather crisis that we've had. Maybe a backlog from that. Electricity up actually 0%, but year over year 2.5%. Energy services 0.6 or 4.1% year over year. Utility 2.5%. Hide myself for a second. 2.5% versus or 9.8% year over year. All items. This is really incredible here. All items less food and energy only 0.3%. Actually, again, really incredible here that these didn't come in. That this number did not come in much higher than expected. We do know that this number is the number right here, this 2.6. That's going to be really high in the next 2 months. But this right here is very good news. New vehicles 0%. That's incredible that new vehicles is up 0%. And we're up 1.5% on the year there. What else here? Used cars. Used cars are up less than the entire index, 0.5%, 9.4% on the year. Apparel is down 0.3%, but that's been going down anyway. Shelter 0.3%, transportation 1.3%. Yeah. All right. Let's yeah, okay, actually CNBC's actually done with their commentary. So let's do a quick look here and just see what this is doing to the stock market. Let's see here. There we go. Let's go ahead and take a peek. I'm surprised. That's actually much more muted than I thought it could have been. So as a result, let's see what we have here. Riot Blockchain's up another 8.7% today. Peloton's up 3%. Let's go to all stocks here. There we go. Golden Nugget, Marathon Digital. So we're getting that move again here in Bitcoin. Oh, speaking of which, let's see what Bitcoin is doing. Let's pull it up really quick. All right. That's right. That's what I wanted to look at too, was Bitcoin. So we had a rise in Bitcoin here starting when? We're at 63,000 in Bitcoin right now. And that did not actually spike from inflation. I think it just it spiked sort of from the anticipation of inflation. Take a peek at this. That was the chart here. Yeah, that's really incredible. All-time high here on Bitcoin, but it really was not a terrible inflation number. It could have been way worse. We expected the year-over-year number to be kind of ugly. It came in at 2.6%. I was looking at 2.4% was my estimate. So I was close, but it came in a little higher on the year-over-year. The month-over-month data, I was very concerned it was going to come in at something like 1%. I was hoping for 0.5, came in at 0.6. I'd much rather have 0.6 than obviously 1%. So not bad. All right. And I think the market was hoping for 0.5 as well on a month-to-month. So really not bad here. What else we got here? So we got Tesla. Just saw Tesla here somewhere. Where did they go? Oh, there it is. Tesla's up 0.8% here in the morning. Etsy up 0.9%. QuantumScape up. Square's up. What else? Palantir up. Palantir is up. Zom, goodness gracious. We've got this massive decline here again with the momentum stocks. Zom down. OGI down. Tilray. Fuel Cell. Property Solutions back here. Sundial. Plug Power. These guys are just getting wrecked over here. Any kind of momentum play just getting wrecked right now. It seems that way, at least. Microvision. Where's Nano Dimension? I haven't seen them in a while. Are they not on this? No, they're here. Okay, they're up. They're up 1.3% today. Cool. So Naked Brands down 3%. The airlines, for some reason, are down 3% on American, 2.5% on Delta. We've got United's down. Norwegian Cruise Lines are down. It's almost like that rotation, that re-rotation we heard all that talk about, where we had that rotation from these cheaper, maybe recovery stocks, and now that's sort of declining again. So what else do we have here? Arcimoto is down again. This one's just been getting crushed. Enphase is really rubber banding around 150, which I like it around 150 because it gives me a nice buying opportunity, which is great. Beats having to pay 200 for it. Let's see here. Cinemark Spirit, Upwork down. The market's not moving substantially here. The market seems pretty relaxed in the way it's responding to this. Churchill Capital's down 0.5%. MP Materials down a little bit. But yeah, really not a horrible movement here. Let's look at like the Dow and the S&P really quick. Let's see, S&P. All right, excuse me. All right, let's see here. 1 minute on the S&P 500. Look at that. We jumped. We jumped on the CPI data release. Look how slow actually that was. We were reading off the inflation data right here at 8:30. And it took the market a whole 3 minutes to react. Slow. But the market actually moved up on that. The S&P, or at least the SPY, went up about $1. About $1 there. Nice. Let's look at the Dow. How did this move? Let's see here. That's not the GJ. Let's go to the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Here we go. Oh, yep. Same thing. Look at that. So 31, 32. There we go. Took that same 3-minute delay here, but the Dow moved. Let's see. We got about almost half a point on the DIA. So let's compare that. Hold on, because these are all little index funds. Okay. Here we go. Let's see how this moves. Oh, it doesn't show pre-market on Google. That's a bummer. Oh, well. Yeah. So either way, both of them moved up. So, wow. Okay, good. I'm very happy about that. Let's see. I want to see really quick what some of the newsy folks are talking about. Let's go to let's go to Wall Street Journal really quick. Yeah, actually, I don't see. Maybe it's too early. Let's see. Yeah, actually, they're still talking about what's likely to happen. Economists expect CPI. Okay, well, so we're very early on it. Yeah, okay. So not as bad as expected. Very, very good. And somebody says check breaking news for what? Pause of the J&J vaccine. U.S. call. Oh, you're right. U.S. calls for pause of Johnson & Johnson vaccine after clotting cases. My goodness. That's like the AstraZeneca. Federal health agencies on Tuesday called for an immediate pause in the J&J single dose. Okay. Is that what they're talking about here? Oh, yeah, it is.
Administration of the J&J Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine. Joining us now is Kyle Bass, Heyman Capital founder and chief investment officer. Kyle, you need to watch every single bit of news on a daily basis to try and do what you do. What was your reaction when you saw this morning?
Well, clearly it's unfortunate. I'm no expert in vaccines. I've done my share of reading, but typically vaccines take 8 to 10 years to put into place, and the global scientific community did this all in a year. I think there are going to be some setbacks, but when you look at when I see the numbers of hospitalizations and new viruses or new contraction numbers, it just seems to me like sometime in May or June we'll have.
I will say, press any button to continue watching this channel. I will say one thing that's very, very promising about the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines is that they're mRNA tech. And I'll tell you that mRNA tech, that very potentially could be a world-changing technology with the way they can deliver instructions to essentially your body. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine here apparently uses a disabled adenovirus to deliver the instructions. So I think that's a little bit more of a conventional style delivery. They say this is in no way related to the coronavirus. It's a different virus that delivers the information. So it's basically like a dead virus that can't replicate. But it lets your body create the antibodies. That's the J&J version, which is apparently now being paused. Well, let's see if that, if we look at American Airlines, if that is where we saw basically just a move downwards. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, let's go here. Let's see. Here's Delta. Well, I guess this news must have come out a little bit earlier because I don't see any recent drop here. But yeah, that would make sense why some of the stay-at-home stocks are doing a little bit better. Peloton being up 3% all of a sudden in the pre-market. Let's see here. What else here? Okay. What other questions do we have here? I was going to go with something strong. Okay. Let's see here. Litecoin, Rocket. Let's see. China to Biden administration. We are equal. Okay. All right. Well, well, the proof will be in the pudding on that one. No inflation news, halt the vaccine. So it's got to be something bad, right? Is what you're saying? Let's see here. Boomers trying to start a new narrative. Oh my gosh, y'all terrible. Looks like the market thought inflation would be worse. Yes, the market did think inflation was going to be worse. Well, when that PPI data, the producer price index data, that came in at 1% month over month, which is really bad. Honestly, 0.6 is very, very muted. When the expectations came out. So let's see here. Moderna and Pfizer are not vaccines. Come on, man. All right. No need to. Okay. Y'all, it's 5:30 in the morning. Okay. All right. So anyway, good news on the CPI data. Congratulations to everyone in the market. That is good news to cheer. Whether or not you believe it, it is something that the market was looking for. So as usual, thank you very much for being here. I will be back in like 45 minutes for the market open. All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you